In an extraordinary discovery, scientists have uncovered evidence of a tribe that challenges everything we thought we knew. Are they truly from this world, or is there something far more mysterious behind their existence? Join us as we dive into this incredible revelation and uncover the tribes that are sparking curiosity around the world. Sentinelese tribe. The Sentinelese tribe is one of the most fascinating and mysterious communities on Earth. They live on North Sentinel Island, a small remote place in the Bay of Bengal. What makes them truly unique is their total isolation from the rest of the world. They have chosen to live away from modern civilization, rejecting any attempts at contact. Their determination to remain undisturbed has made them famous as the guardians of isolation. In 2018, an incident involving a visitor from the United States brought them into the spotlight. A young man attempted to visit the island, violating strict rules prohibiting outsiders. The visit ended in tragedy, with the visitor's death. This incident highlighted how strongly the Sentinelese protect their privacy and their way of life. It also raised important questions about respecting the rights of isolated communities. Very little is known about the Sentinelese. Their language remains a mystery, as no outsider has been able to study it. They use simple tools made from natural materials, and unlike many other tribes in the region, they don't use metal-tipped tools or woven fabrics. Experts believe they may have lived on the island for thousands of years, developing independently from other human groups. Estimates of their population vary widely, ranging from as few as 15 to around 150 people. The Indian government has established strict laws to protect the Sentinelese. Boats are not allowed to come within a certain distance of the island to prevent the spread of diseases that the tribe has no immunity against. These efforts ensure that the Sentinelese can continue their traditional way of life without interference. Their story is a powerful reminder of the importance of preserving the diversity of human cultures. Korowai tribe. The Korowai tribe lives in the dense jungles of Papua, Indonesia, and they are known for their unique homes built high in the trees. These tree houses can reach heights of up to 100 feet above the ground, which makes them stand out among indigenous communities. This way of living is not just about tradition, it also serves practical purposes. Building their homes high above the ground helps protect the Korowai from wild animals, insects, and even potential threats from other humans. It also provides a sense of security for their community. The Korowai people have lived in these forests for generations, following ancient customs and a traditional way of life. They hunt, fish, and gather food from the jungle, teaching these skills to their children from a young age. Boys, for example, are taught to hunt, while marriages are arranged within the tribe, often involving dowries and celebratory feasts. These practices help maintain strong social bonds and ensure everyone plays a role in their small but tightly knit community. The Korowai were first contacted by outsiders in 1978. This brought some changes to their lives as they began to adapt to modern influences. Despite these adjustments, many members of the tribe continue to follow their traditional ways, holding on to their customs and unique lifestyles. Their tree houses, built from branches, bark, and ropes made of rattan, are not permanent structures. They typically last 3 to 5 years before they are rebuilt, marking the passage of time in their community. Agoris tribe. The Agoris are a unique and mystical tribe based in Varanasi, India, known for their deep spiritual practices. Their way of life revolves around devotion to Shiva, the Hindu god of transformation and renewal. For the Agoris, the ultimate goal is liberation from worldly attachments and the ego. They believe that by overcoming fear, pride, and other limitations, they can connect with the divine and achieve spiritual freedom. Agoris are often found at cremation sites, where they perform rituals to reflect on the impermanence of life. For them, these sites are not places of sorrow but spaces for deep meditation and self-realization. They cover their bodies in ashes from the cremation grounds, as a symbol of life's fleeting nature and as a reminder of Shiva's role in the cycles of creation and destruction. What makes the Agoris stand out is their challenge to conventional ideas about cleanliness and attachment. They believe that everything in the world, whether seen as pure or impure, is a manifestation of Shiva. By rejecting societal norms that separate clean from unclean or beautiful from ugly, they strive to transcend judgment and see divinity in all things. This belief is central to their spiritual practices and helps them release their ego. Moken tribe. The Moken tribe, often called sea nomads, live a fascinating and unique life in the Andaman Sea, particularly around the Maik archipelago. For centuries, they have maintained a mobile, ocean-based lifestyle, spending most of their time on small wooden boats called kabang. These boats are not just transportation, they are also homes where families live, eat, and sleep. One of the most remarkable things about the Moken is their deep connection to the ocean. They rely on the sea for almost everything, including food and shelter. They dive to gather shellfish, sea cucumbers, and other marine resources. What makes them especially fascinating is their extraordinary ability to adapt to life underwater. Scientists have studied their skills, such as extended breath holding and enhanced underwater vision. Unlike most people, Moken children can see clearly underwater, which helps them spot food on the seabed. This is due to their ability to control the size of their pupils and improve their focus underwater, a trait that has intrigued researchers. They consider the sea not just a resource, but a gift that provides them with wisdom and sustenance. Stories and rituals passed down through generations reflect their respect for the ocean. However, modern pressures, such as government policies encouraging them to settle on land, threaten their way of life. If forced to adapt to a more sedentary lifestyle, they risk losing their unique skills and cultural identity. Asaro Mudmen. The Asaro Mudmen are a fascinating group of people from Papua New Guinea, known for their striking clay masks and pale body paint. Their unique appearance comes from an old story about survival. It is said that long ago, members of the tribe escaped an attack by hiding in the Asaro River. When they emerged, covered in mud, their enemies thought they were spirits and fled in fear. From this legend, the tradition of wearing clay masks and painting their bodies grew. The clay masks made by the Asaro Mudmen are not ordinary. Each one is crafted with care and creativity, often featuring exaggerated shapes, large eyes, and fierce expressions. These masks, along with the white body paint, are designed to look ghostly and intimidating. The Mudmen use this appearance as a peaceful way to avoid conflict. By creating fear or respect in others, they deter potential threats without the need for violence. Himba tribe. The Himba people live in the dry regions of Namibia and Angola, and they are known for their red-hued skin and hair. This unique look comes from a mixture of red ochre, butterfat, and herbs that they apply daily. The paste, called ochize, protects their skin from the harsh sun and dry climate, while also holding cultural significance. It is especially important for women, as it is a symbol of beauty and identity. Cattle play a vital role in the Himba way of life. These animals are more than just a source of milk or meat. They represent wealth, status, and a deep connection to their ancestors. Cattle are central to rituals, trade, and even social relationships. For example, when a Himba man wants to marry, he often gives cattle to the bride's family as part of the dowry. This exchange shows respect and strengthens ties between families. Marriage customs in the Himba tribe are rich with tradition. Most marriages are arranged by the elders, and a girl may be engaged at a young age. When she reaches maturity, a special ceremony is held to celebrate her transition into womanhood and to prepare her for married life. Other rites of passage, like initiation ceremonies, mark important stages in life, connecting individuals to their community and the land. The Himba people have a strong bond with their environment. Despite living in a harsh desert landscape, they have found ways to thrive while maintaining their traditions. Their resilience is reflected in their daily practices, their celebrations, and their ability to preserve their cultural identity in a changing world. The Himba reminds us of the importance of honoring heritage and living in harmony with the land. Shuar tribe. The Shuar people live in the lush Ecuadorian Amazon and have a rich cultural heritage. They are known for their deep connection to nature and their spiritual traditions. Among their most well-known practices is the Sansa ritual, which has a historical and spiritual significance. This ritual, often misunderstood by outsiders, involves shrinking the heads of enemies in a process that is deeply tied to their beliefs about balance, respect, and the spirit world. For the Shuar, the ritual wasn't just about conflict, but about capturing and neutralizing harmful spirits. Over time, this practice has been largely abandoned, but its legacy is an important part of Shuar's history. The Shuar are also skilled in the use of medicinal plants, and their knowledge has been passed down for generations. Living in the Amazon, they have access to one of the most biodiverse regions on Earth, and they understand how to use plants for healing and spiritual purposes. Shamanic practices are a cornerstone of their culture, and shamans, or healers, are highly respected. They use specific plants to treat illnesses, both physical and spiritual, and guide the community through ceremonies to maintain harmony with nature. Maasai tribe. The Maasai people live in the open savannas of Kenya and Tanzania. They are one of Africa's most well-known tribes, recognized for their strong traditions and unique lifestyle. For the Maasai, cattle are central to their culture. These animals are not just a source of food and materials, but are also seen as sacred. Cattle symbolize wealth, provide milk, and are used in rituals and ceremonies. The Maasai believe their cattle are a divine gift, and taking care of them is both a responsibility and a spiritual practice. In the past, the Maasai were famous for their bravery, and one tradition that stood out was lion hunting. This was not done for sport, but as a rite of passage for young men becoming warriors, or Moran. Over time, as wildlife conservation became essential, the Maasai shifted away from hunting lions. Today, they celebrate bravery in other ways, and many have become protectors of wildlife instead. The Maasai are also known for their colorful clothing, especially their bright red shuka, which is a traditional cloth they wrap around their bodies. Beaded jewelry is another important part of their attire, with each piece having cultural and personal significance. The most famous is the jumping dance, where men leap high into the air in rhythmic movements. This dance showcases their strength and energy. Sami tribe. The Sami people live in the Arctic regions of Scandinavia and Russia, covering parts of Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia's Kola Peninsula. They are traditionally known for their reindeer herding, which has been a vital part of their livelihood for centuries. Reindeer are not only important for food and clothing, but they also hold cultural and spiritual significance for the Sami. The reindeer are essential for their way of life, and the Sami care for them with deep respect and knowledge passed down through generations. The Sami culture is rich in unique practices, with one of the most well-known being their traditional music called yoak. Yoak is a style of singing that can be deeply personal. It is a way of expressing emotions and memories, and even telling stories about people, animals, or places. A joik isn't just a song, but a form of connecting with the spirit of what is being sung about. For the Sami, music is an important way to communicate and preserve their heritage. Sami's identity is also expressed through their distinctive clothing called gakti. This attire is made from wool and is often decorated with vibrant colors and intricate designs. The colors and patterns can indicate which part of Sami culture a person belongs to or what family they come from. For special events or ceremonies, wearing gakti is a way of honoring tradition. Awa tribe is a small indigenous group that lives deep in the Amazon rainforest in Brazil. They are known for their strong bond with the forest and the animals that call it home. The forest is not just a place where they live, but a living entity that provides everything they need. They hunt, gather, and live in harmony with nature, taking only what they need and ensuring that the forest continues to thrive. One of the most remarkable aspects of culture is their deep respect for animals. Often adopt orphaned or injured animals into their families, caring for them as members of their own tribe. These animals can include monkeys, birds, and other wildlife. They believe that animals are part of their community, and they treat them with kindness and compassion. This relationship with animals is a reflection of their overall view of the world, where humans, animals, and nature are all interconnected. They have a rich spiritual connection to the land and believe that the forest is full of life forces that influence their well-being. They have a deep knowledge of the plants and animals in their environment and use this knowledge to sustain themselves. They also have a long history of being hunters and gatherers, using traditional tools and methods passed down through generations. Kazakh eagle hunters. The Kazakh eagle hunters are an extraordinary group of people who live in the Altai Mountains of Mongolia. For centuries, they have practiced the ancient tradition of training golden eagles for hunting. This tradition is not just about using the birds for sport or food, but also about building a unique bond of respect and trust between the hunter and the eagle. The process of training a golden eagle begins when the bird is just a young one, often captured from the wild. The hunter then spends a lot of time getting to know the eagle, training it to hunt together. These eagles are trained to catch animals like foxes, rabbits, and even wolves. It's a complex relationship where both the hunter and the bird rely on each other. The eagle trusts the hunter to care for it and provide food, while the hunter relies on the eagle's incredible skills to help with hunting. This partnership between the Kazakh hunter and the eagle is based on mutual respect. The hunter views the eagle as a respected partner, not just a tool. There's a deep understanding of the bird's strength and power, and the bond between them is built over years of training and cooperation. San Bushmen. The San Bushmen, who live in the Kalahari Desert in southern Africa, are one of the oldest and most remarkable groups of people in the world. They have a deep connection to the land, and their skills as hunters and gatherers are impressive. One of their most unique characteristics is their language, which is made up of clicks. This click-based language is considered one of the oldest forms of communication in the world and is still spoken by the San today. The clicks are created by different parts of the mouth and throat, and they give the language a distinctive sound that is unlike most other languages. The San are also known for their extraordinary tracking skills. They can follow animal tracks across the desert, sometimes for days, by observing tiny clues that most people would miss. Their ability to notice the smallest details in nature, such as broken twigs or disturbed sand, allows them to track animals with incredible precision. This skill is essential for their survival, as hunting in the harsh desert environment requires patience, focus, and a deep understanding of the natural world. Their tracking abilities are connected to their heightened sensory awareness. The San are able to sense things in their environment that others might overlook, making them exceptional hunters. Their spiritual beliefs also play a role in their hunting practices. They use dances and rituals to connect with the spirit world and seek guidance from their ancestors during hunts. These dances are more than just physical movement. They are a way for the San to enter a trance-like state that helps them focus their energy and connect to the world around them. Apatani Tribe. The Apatani tribe, located in the remote region of Arunachal Pradesh in India, is known for its innovative and sustainable farming practices. One of their most remarkable achievements is their rice fish farming system, which has allowed them to maintain a delicate ecological balance in the region. In this system, rice is grown in flooded fields alongside fish, such as carp and catfish. The fish help keep the water clean by eating algae and insects, while their waste provides natural fertilizer for the rice. This mutually beneficial relationship supports a sustainable way of farming that has been passed down for generations. The Apatani people also have a unique cultural identity, which is symbolized through their facial tattoos and nose plugs. Traditionally, women would have intricate tattoos on their faces, and both men and women wore large nose plugs made of bamboo. These customs were once seen as a way to protect women from being abducted, as the tattoos and nose plugs made them stand out from other tribes. Today, these practices are considered important symbols of resilience and identity, linking the Apatani to their heritage and cultural pride. The Apatani also celebrate festivals like Dray, which is a major agricultural festival. It celebrates the harvest and the community's connection to the land. During the festival, the people perform traditional dances, offer prayers for good crops, and share food with family and neighbors. This celebration highlights the importance of community and gratitude for the harvest, as well as the deep connection the Apatani have with nature and their land. Korubo Tribe. The Korubo tribe, located in the remote Javari River Valley in Brazil, is one of the most isolated groups in the world. They live deep in the Amazon rainforest and have remained largely untouched by modern society. The tribe is known for its strong defense mechanisms, including the use of war clubs. These clubs are not only tools for hunting, but are also used to defend their territory from outsiders. The Korubo are fiercely protective of their land and often react defensively to any contact with the outside world, which has helped them maintain their isolation. Their way of life is built around survival in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. The Korubo rely heavily on hunting and gathering for food. Their daily practices are focused on survival, from crafting tools for hunting to preparing food from the forest. Their skills in navigating the dense jungle is crucial for finding resources, such as medicinal plants and wildlife for sustenance. One of the most notable features of their culture is their hairstyles. Both men and women wear their hair in unique styles, with some men shaving their heads except for a small patch of hair, while others have long hair tied in specific ways. These hairstyles are symbolic of their tribal identity and social status. The Korubo's isolationist tendencies have kept them largely uncontacted by the outside world, with the Brazilian government respecting their choice for privacy. Yali tribe. The Yali tribe, located in the mountainous regions of Papua New Guinea, is deeply connected to both their land and spiritual beliefs. For the Yali people, the landscape is not just a place to live, it is believed to be inhabited by spirits. These spirits are thought to influence their daily lives, and the tribe conducts various rituals to honor and communicate with them. These rituals are an essential part of their culture, helping them maintain harmony with the natural world and their ancestors. One of the core aspects of Yali life is their belief in the power of ancestral spirits. They believe that these spirits guide and protect them, and the Yali perform ceremonies and offerings to ensure their safety and well-being. These spiritual practices are woven into the tribe's daily activities, from farming to social events, and play a significant role in maintaining balance and order in their community. Hadza tribe. The Hadza tribe, located in northern Tanzania, is one of the last remaining groups of people living as hunter-gatherers. Their lifestyle is deeply connected to the land, and they rely on hunting wild animals and gathering plants for food. The Hadza do not farm or raise livestock. Instead, they move with the seasons, following the availability of different foods. Their diet changes based on what is available. Sometimes they hunt game like antelope or buffalo, and other times they collect berries, tubers, and honey. This flexible, seasonal diet is key to their way of life. Living as hunter-gatherers, the Hadza have a close relationship with the environment around them. They know the land well, understanding where to find food and how to track animals. Their daily routines are shaped by the need to gather and hunt, and they often work together as a community to ensure everyone is fed. Scientists have taken an interest in the Hadza's health, particularly their gut microbiome and natural immunity. The Hadza have a highly diverse gut microbiome, which is thought to play an important role in their overall health. Their diet, which includes a wide variety of natural foods, contributes to this diversity. This is in contrast to modern diets, which can be more limited and less varied. Research into the Hadza's immune system also shows that they have a natural resistance to certain diseases, possibly due to their lifestyle and exposure to a wide range of environmental factors. And that's a wrap on our journey through some of the strangest and most unique tribes in the world. If you enjoyed learning about these mysterious tribes, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more incredible stories from around the world.